Hi, everybody. Really great to be with you, even on video. So, this week's gospel reading is a favorite of mine, and I'm glad that I'll be preaching on it at Earth Day this coming Sunday on April the 23rd. Hope you'll join us. Uh, and then I'll be looking at the gospel through a lens of trauma and recovery. For these V notes, though, what I want to do is focus on another aspect of this amazing story. You see, there's many scholars who now believe that the two people on the road to Emmaus are Cleophas, he's named in the story, and the other person is his wife. So rather than two men, we have a man and a woman. And for me, this is one of those moments, granted few and far between, that actually push against the patriarchy within the text. Unfortunately, the patriarchy has been in charge for so long that some of us may actually be shocked at the fact that these two disciples are likely a man and a woman. But by doing a little digging, we can get a glimpse of her walking side by side, talking with, breaking bread with Jesus Christ, God. You know, I'm reminded of a time when I did a memorial service for a young woman who had died after a long illness. And I read the 23rd Psalm using the words of Bobby McFerrin. Perhaps you know it. The Lord is my shepherd, I have all I need. She makes me lie down in green meadows. Beside the still waters she will lead. She restores my soul. She rights my wrongs. She leads me in a path of good things and fills my heart with songs. A guy came up to me after that service concerned that I had misgendered his idea of God. He tutted me and went off, I suppose, in search of someone else to complain to about my misgendering his God. It's one of the ironies of our humanness that we love certainty, especially our own. A friend of mine says, ideas are like children. We like our own best. And so we can find ourselves certain that all of the disciples of Jesus were obviously male, or that God is very clearly a male, or any number of possible certainties that we have. And a friend introduced me to a weekly digest called The Marginalian. The Marginalian. And this week, the author, Maria Popova, is writing about the dangers of certainties. I found it fascinating and timely. Ms. Popova writes, quote, nothing, not one thing, hurts us more or causes us to hurt others more than our certainties. The stories we tell ourselves about the world and the foregone conclusions with which we cork the fount of possibility are the supreme downfall of our consciousness. They are also the inevitable cost of survival, of navigating a vast and complex reality, most of which remains forever beyond our control and comprehension. And yet, in our effort to parse the world, we sever ourselves from the full range of its beauty, tensing against the tenderness of life. Oh my goodness, if you want to rewind and just hear those words again, be my guest. So I invite us all then, in this too often dangerous and unforgiving world, to question our own certainties. Be they about God, be they about our neighbor, and find space to have our own eyes opened by new perspectives, new possibilities, just as the two people on the road to Emmaus found. Thanks.